Jessie B. Scrapbooking back with another process video, and this one is for the Scrappy Inspiration Group YouTube and Instagram Fall or Halloween Scavenger Hunt Hop. Wow, that's a mouthful. But it's the Scrappy Inspiration YouTube Facebook group has a hop going on this month, and we have 31 different things that we had to scavenger around and find and see how many we can get into one layout. So the first thing on the list is flare. Here is, it's hard to see in just the plastic, but there you go. These are epoxy domed stickers that I make into flares. So no matter what, I'll be able to use something there. The second one is a cut file. So I grabbed out this cut file. It was a freebie from, I think it was Spiegel Mom Scraps, but I'm not positive. I will double check on that. The third is thread. So I just grabbed my little sewing kit here, and so I can use whatever color I want. The fourth is pattern paper. And you get extra points if you do not use a fall or Halloween themed paper. So I grabbed out these papers, and these are actually from a spring, I think it's called Wildflowers paper pad, but I just picked out ones that were in kind of fall colors, so I'm thinking that those will work fun. I'll just leave those here. This next one is sequences, and you get extra points if you make a shaker pocket. So I grabbed my leftover sequences, so I try to make a shaker pocket. And then felt. So for my felt, I have felt stickers, letters, and they peel the back. It's a sticker, but it is felt. So I'm thinking I'm going to put some letters. So I just grabbed one to remind me for right now. Puffy stickers. So I grabbed these. They are a pop-up puffy. They are puffy stickers. And I wanted it for these colors in here. Then an acrylic. So my acrylic, I don't actually have a lot. The only piece of acrylic I have is this a little tiny acrylic block. It used to have a sticker on it. I can't remember what it said, but I peeled the sticker off, and I'll probably put another sticker or something under it. But yeah, it's a piece of acrylic, so that's going to be my acrylic. The next one is mists, which I don't have any. Oops. I have no mists at all. And then it also says stickles, and I have no stickles, so I can't use those two. But a stencil is one of them. So I grabbed this stencil, and I figured I'll probably use something there. I do have my glue, my puffy paint and stuff. Maybe I can use it kind of like a stickles. I don't know. I'm probably not going to worry about it. But I have my stencil. And then we have to have a cat. Here's my cat. It's just a sticker. I don't know if it will focus on it. But it is a cat. Believe me. Maybe you can see it there. Oh yeah. See? See, it's a cute little kitty cat. Okay, so I got a cat. And then tissue paper. So I got some tissue paper. Buttons. So here is a really pretty button. I have two of them. And they actually have adhesive on it, so I have them stuck onto this piece of plastic. Enamel dots or Nuvo drops. So I have my puffy paint, which is like a Nuvo drop. So I'm going to use those. Okay, a toothpick. So I got a toothpick. It's something made of metal. So I grabbed this adorable little metal brad. I have a couple of them, but it's definitely metal. And then it also asks for brads. So just to make sure, I did grab these brads too. And so I got brads and then this metal brad for my something metal. I have 3D flowers. So I'm going to use these silk flowers here. Something orange. So this paper here has some orange on it, and then this here is orange, but it also asks for a pumpkin. So this will be kind of like double duty. It'll be pumpkin and an orange, and then this is also orange. So I got the orange covered. A doily. So I got a doily. A tag. So I grabbed these two tags. I don't know if I'm going to use them because it also says later down the list something that, you know, embossing or debossing. I have a piece of paper in my stash that is bossed. See how it's all bumpy? And it has like these little triangles on it. So I'm thinking about turning this into the tag, but we will see. Text print. An extra point if it's from a book. So I grabbed these Tim Holtz, and all these texts come straight out of a book. So I don't know if it's going to be the extra points, but it's definitely text. Ribbon. So I grabbed some of this, was it Rick Rack ribbon. A stick pin. So I have, I'm guessing that's what it's talking about. It's just like a sewing pin, a stick pin. We will see. There's another brad. Vellum. The vellum was almost hard for me, but I did find one little piece of vellum that I have. So that's the only piece I have right now. So vellum. And cupcake liner. So got a cupcake liner. It's even a pretty gold one. So we'll see about that one. And a black bird. Alright, I don't have an actual black bird, but I have a black bird. This is one of the Maggie Holmes swans, and it's black, so I'm going to call it good. Then the pumpkin, which I already showed you, and a leaf. And I have my leaf stamps that I like. And then the picture. So it is a fall picture. So these picture was actually just taken this last couple weeks ago. So this is in this month. So this was this is a friend of ours, and he was broke down on the side of the road. We were headed home from church one day and seen him. So my husband and I stopped, and my husband was helping him. He had a tire fall off his trailer. So I grabbed some pictures because it has hay in it, and it's definitely fall, and I thought it would be a fun one to do since we don't do Halloween. So there's my fall picture. So yeah, let's see what we can do. Sorry about the extremely long introduction. It was like 10 minutes long. So this video is going to be very long. It's like 25 minutes, I think. But here's where I'm going to start on the background. I'm using this really pretty, I think it's ombre paper, just in the pinks and yellows. And because I want something that's not very busy for my background, because there is a lot of stuff that is going to go onto this layout. So here is what I'm going to start with. I'm just going to trim up the back. I'm not worried about taping those down or anything, because I'm going to cut out this big hexagon out of the main background. I'm trimming up my pictures right now so that I can see exactly where I want them to go before I cut a hole into my paper. And I was going to go with this way, and I really liked it, but then I don't know why I changed it, and I'm going to go this way with it. And this is the way it stays. And I like it too, but I probably would have liked the other way a little better. Maybe. Maybe not. I don't know. I like it, so it works. So I am just using this great big hexagon here to trace a hexagon onto this paper, and then I'm just going to use my scissors and trim that out. I got that hexagon by cutting a piece of paper into a triangle that was 4 inches on all 3 sides, and then I put a dot in the center of a piece of paper and went around and cut out the hexagon shape, and it kept it so it's all exactly 4 inches. So it worked out really well. And so now I just backed the whole back with fun foam. So I did the double-sided foam tape around the hexagon itself, and then just use some foam around the rest of it. That way all is the same level. So only the hexagon is down. It's a hole. It's a hole in the paper. And that's exactly what I wanted, because I'm going to put all of my bits and babbles and pieces and everything is going to go inside that. And this hexagon fit perfectly. And I didn't even measure that. It was just, I was going to try it and see how it is going to look. And it fit perfect. And I'm like, okay. So I'm taking the tissue paper, and I'm going to back my photos with the tissue paper first. And then I'll back it with 2 more of the other papers. This yellow one here, and then I think I do the off white one that has the flowers in the corners, and I'm just using a strip of it, just like I'm doing here. I'm going to do another strip, and while I'm doing that, I'm going to tell you to go and check out everybody else that is playing along with this hop. I am so excited. I can't wait to see what everybody else has come up with, because this was really challenging, trying to fit in 31 different things onto a layout. And I did everything except for the mist and stickles, because I don't have those. But then I did pick up the bonus points. So I think I'm sitting at 31 points. So that's pretty cool. It was so much fun. So this one here I'm going to rip. And actually I'm going to put that rip at the bottom. And I just like the way that has just a little different texture to it. But this one I'm going just to cut off straight. And I inked the edges of that yellow flower print, and then I'm going to ink the edges of this, just because all the colors were very similar and I wanted them to be able to stand off the background. So I got those all inked up. I was trying to decide what shape I wanted to do for this hole, and I went with the hexagon because it kind of reminds me of the hay bales, even though, I mean, hay bales are round, these ones are, but I didn't want just a round hole, so I decided to go with the hexagon just for something different. I cut that cut file apart, and so I just have the word special, and that's going to be part of my title. And then I'm going to make a tag out of that embossed paper. And this was ran through a embossing folder. I have embossing folders and stuff, but they're all in storage. But I really need to find them and get them back out because they're a lot of fun to use. So right now I'm just kind of placing all the bits and pieces down and around, and they aren't going to all stay where I put them. The tags kind of stay where they're at, but I switch them. The flowers move, the buttons move, the cat moves. I mean, I just sit here and play with them for a while, and I actually end up turning the camera off at one point, and because I kept moving things around, and this video is going to be way too long. So here's where I'm making my little flares, and I'm using that orange paper that has the flowers on it, and the one flower fit perfect into the center of the flare, and then the other one I used actually the leaves, the little leaf sprig. Oh, and that fit perfect too. I really liked it. And at the end, I'm going to add one more. But right now, I think I'm just going to use the two. So I get them in. And I'm leaving that big spot open on purpose at the bottom because I am going to put my shaker pocket right there. So I put that cupcake foil down behind the picture. And here's where I'm making my little shaker pocket. I used my small hexagon punch, punched out a hole, and then just trimmed around it with a good 1/4 inch. Added the foam tape, double-sided foam tape, onto that 1/4 inch after I put it onto a piece of plastic. So I put the plastic down, then I added the foam tape on it. Now I'm filling it with only the orange, red, and pink and gold sequins. And now I'm just peeling off the tape and sticking this piece of paper right onto the back of it. And then I'll cut that out, and I have a perfect tiny little shaker pocket. It's still a shaker pocket, but it's tiny. It's only about, I think, the hexagon punch is an inch punch, so it's a little bit bigger than that. And then this is where I decide to take the flowers, stack them on top of each other, and then put a brad through them and make these really pretty layered flowers. And just using the brad to hold those flowers right on. I have the buttons on. I'm putting this other brad on. I put that little pumpkin down in the bottom right above the picture. Yeah, I'm just like adding all the bits and pieces, and I'm just trying to spread everything out so not everything is, you know, the brads and stuff are spread out all around the page. And here's where I'm going to use the stencil, and I'm going to use this orange Sharpie because I'm supposed to bring in orange. So here's another way of bringing in the orange. And I just trace out the word October, and then let's see, I do bring in the, oh yeah, the thread. So I'm just doing the little thread clusters like Missy Widgren does, and just kind of, I'm only using the yellow because we have such a bright yellow tag, and then we have the bright yellow flares. So I'm just using the yellow for another little pop of yellow and just kind of even it all the way around. So those things look like they belong and don't look like they were accidentally placed on the layout. And I'm liking that. And then I'm using my stamp here, and I'm just stamping in the black ink, and I'm just putting the little 3 of each of the leaves. I have 2 leaves, and I'm stamping them down, and just in different spots. And off camera, I am going to color all but one of those leaves in that orange Sharpie pen. And then here's where I'm adding in the little puffy stickers. So just placing them around everywhere. And I keep saying and, I'm sorry. Time for puffy paint. I'm using the yellow and the orange, and it is just a couple little bitty spots. I think 3 spots for each of them. And then I decided to put the title down, and I'm just going right over top of the picture. There's nothing really in the picture except for the road, really. So, and then the bottom corner there, it says friends. It's really tiny, but in person you can see it really well. So it just says, hey, friend, the special friends. And yeah, so that's my title, Hey Special Friends, because they are special friends. And, you know, we just happened to be driving by and we were able to help them out. I added that other flare right there. And I think I've already colored in my leaves. No, I haven't colored them in yet. And now I'm just adding some more sequins. I'm doing the red and gold sequins and just kind of placing them here and there, any spot that I see that looked like it needed something to fill it in. I'm using it more as like a little fillers. I'm liking how that's looking. So I get done with the sequins here, and I think I'm all done. And so I turn off my camera and I walk away. And then I remembered I did not add the stick pin or the toothpick. So I will end up coming back and adding those. So I do turn the camera back on. So, oh, first, before I do that though, I did remember to add the little word phrases or the text. So I'm putting these little texts in. One says reality. The other one says his luck. And I can't remember what the third one says. But they're all kind of are talking about how, you know, hard on it getting this tire fixed. So I dropped something orange on the picture, and I tried to get it off, and it's not coming off. It's either a Sharpie or glue or some paint. I don't know what it is. But you can see I've already colored in the leaves in the orange. So I'm thinking it might be the orange Sharpie. I might have dropped it on it or had something on my hand and touched the picture. So what I'm going to do is I'm making a little flag out of this toothpick, and I'm just going to put it right over top the picture there and cover up that spot. And then that push pin, I just pushed it into the center of that one flower and stuck it there on the tag. And so I got them all used. So thank you so much for watching. It was a lot of fun making this layout. And yeah, let's go see what everybody else has done and see how many other people were able to get 31 points. All right, talk to you, or yeah, I'll talk at you guys later. Thanks for watching. Here's the list. Bye.